minutes.
Dude.
Mine has.
Can we fight like this?
Yeah, you can. It persists through death.
Oh,
Amazing.
oh no,
How
no.
many
Can
of them
you
do
use
you
your
have?
abilities?
How many of
Can
those
you
do
use
you
your
have?
abilities?
I have it. I can use it every hour. It's like the
What?
transmorph beacon.
Oh my
Can
god.
you use your abilities?
Yes.
Because there's that Halloween shit
Yes,
where
you can use your abilities.
fuck people.
Yep, you can definitely.
You
do
can
it.
use your abilities.
Oh, I'm just making sure I'm not getting fucked with because
No.
that's happened so many Halloweens. 'cause
You're
I've been
fine.
doing this after 8 years.
Yeah,
You're good.
you're fine. Wait. If you go to where you collect the quests for the where you collect the quests for your professions, it's the tall green like dragon humanoid guy. You just scroll to the last page.
Why do I have like a zit on my nose? This is weird.
That's an Eye of Nazoth, I think.
Should we have
Or
a
a
quest
gem.
for the skip for this?
Yeah, you should have the quest, but we have to kill him 3 times for the skip. So.
I don't think I have the quest though.
Oh, let me share it.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I can't share it. It should be at the start if you just run back.
Oh fuck. I don't want to do it. You just use the skip for me.
Let me know when you guys are ready for a summon.
Oh,
Tanzu is...
Tanzalon.
Yep, he's logging on.
Yes, Pog.
Which vendor was it that had the shard?
So if you go to Baldraken, where you get the profession quest from, there is the tall green like dragon humanoid guy. You talk to him, go to the last page of his fucking vendor thing.
Got it.
Yep. Gateway control shard. It helps significantly for the P2 transition. I'm expecting we should maybe see P3 tonight. If not, see the end of the fight. Just miss the damage check. That's the goal for tonight.
Oh, we're killing this bitch tonight.
If we do it, I'll be happy as fuck.
But
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody will. You will not be the only person that will be happy.
Yep. All right. Let's just get everyone here. We'll get a lock gate. Narg, thank you for stepping in. If you're still not feeling well, we'll have you step out when Rhett's done with his Lego quest.
Okay.
It'll be like an hour or so.
He got his
Yeah,
Lego?
yeah.
Yeah, he did get his Lego. He got it. Yep. That's why he's
Dude, Rhett was pumping last night.
Yeah, he was.
I can't wait to see.
He was not. He was not our highest parsing DPS, but he was our highest overall DPS last night. The highest parsing DPS was XTN.
Which he always is.
All right, let's
But
get
the highest parsing person.
Yeah, the highest parsing damage done was Nox at 113k.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Zig.
Apparently, the only way I can parse it if we 3-heal.
What?
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I almost beat you
Please
on
no.
logs.
I don't want to do
Oh, I am well aware.
I almost out DPS your ass. Pick it the fuck up.
All right. Okay. So, real quick.
Oh my god.
Smolderon, Mythic, Liquid. I want everyone to hop in my stream real quick. We're gonna go over this together. This is what I would like our kind of general tornado placements to look like. So it's gonna be here. So the boss is gonna be dragged to this third ring here instead of all the way to the end.
Hold on.
This
wait,
is how the tornadoes are gonna look.
I'm not
They're gonna
watching.
be
Hold on.
okay. No worries.
Alright, go back. I'm sorry.
Alright.
It was
So
loading.
boss pulls here. The boss is dragged really close to center. And you see how all the melee are behind the boss there? Cool. There is still that passageway towards the clockwise direction that they go. And then here.
They go in angles, right? Like forward, left, forward, right.
What do you mean? You
Like
see those fucking baits? So that's what we need to do.
The tornadoes. If you're facing forward, they go forward, left, forward, right. They don't.
Oh
go
no,
directly.
it's not static. It
Yeah,
changes.
it
It could go
does.
straight forward. It could go slightly off center. It's
Okay,
random.
Okay.
This is also when they had 5 tornadoes instead of 4. So this is
Yeah.
the harder difficulty version. However,
It's so
but you see
can't just
how-
use mechanic.
you see how the tornadoes are spread out around the boss like this? Like there's
What's up,
4
man? How you
back
doing?
here, And then
Welcome
all
to
of
the-
the range are like back here.
To
spread
the
out.
live stream of our
This allows
Smolderon
you to have less tornadoes
craziness.
to dodge while you're traveling in one direction,
Uh-oh.
and we can get to the bait spot faster. So like, it's going to explode here, cool, and then they're immediately running to the bait
Yeah,
spot.
our raid leader is explaining
Everyone.
some differences in
lines up
strats we're
really
doing
fucking
tonight
pretty
as
like that.
opposed to yesterday, just to control
That's
the
what we need
lava
to do.
pool baits a
And
little
then, of
better
course,
and
this
not
is the orb
kill
part.
people with
Cool, cool,
tornadoes.
cool.
That's what we were trying to practice last night. Just it's closer.
Yeah, but this
Yeah,
is like
like-
this is their tornado setup here for
But-
P2.
but-
So like
yeah,
this is what
I
we
was
need
talking
to.
about the lava drop.
Yeah, that is, but with the better movement, people can get there quicker and safer without needing to risk death. But like this is how they do their shit here. So it's like cool. They have everyone here. They have this big open area around the boss for people to just drop and sidestep a little bit. And everyone baits by just being on the side of the room.
Can I make one suggestion from last night?
What is it?
When the tank gets the big tank circle mechanic,
Hmm.
stand still. I missed a lot of tank soaks, like group soaks,
Mhm.
because it's moving
Yeah,
constantly.
That's fine.
The
That's
tank,
fine. Yeah,
The tank should be static and everybody move around that.
that will be adjusted. But yeah, like for right now, I just want to focus on this. Like, yes, that is something that needs to be fixed, and it will be fixed. But like, cool. They go into their fancy intermission here. Doesn't matter.
Awesome,
Cool.
sounds good, man.
And then when they come back here, they're already pre-moving to where they're going to be. They want to be spread out.
I will say that this feels easier than Rashok last tier, and Rashok was the huge wall for raid. Rashok and then Siskarn, they were just tough bosses. This feels easier, but we haven't gotten like into deep phase 2 yet, so we'll see what happens towards the tail end of the fight, because that's where it's supposed to really ramp up in damage and you know, people going a little bit nutso about it. So, but I'm also trying a new build today compared to yesterday. I'm going into stasis today that I didn't have yesterday, and I dropped out of Grace Period and Cycle of Life. I also dropped out of Spiritual Clarity because I don't use Spirit Bloom very often, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I use it, but it's not like a very important spell within the rotation currently. And I took that point and popped that into Flow State. A lot of people put 2 points in this for raid and they drop out of Dreamwalker or Rush of Vitality. I just like being able to move around when I do my Emerald Communion ramp, so I'm gonna keep that in there. But this should be change the timings a little bit of my empowered spells and some of the throughput potential. And I gotta now try to figure out when I can use my stasis ramp or combo, how that works better for the bloom spec, because I haven't had stasis in the Emerald Blossom spec yet, so I'm assuming it's just rocking as, you know, Emerald Blossoms in there for big damage moments. But we'll see. I'm going to be trying out a couple things here and there. I also made a couple changes in the Evoker tree. I picked up a point in Regenerative Magic to have some more Leech, which should help. And also Blast Furnace to get some more damage out. Well, part of the thing that helps getting those healing debuffs off as soon as possible is if all of us that have it actually move together towards the same location. Because everyone so far just been scattering all over the place, which makes it very difficult for me to heal specifically, because all of my shit is about people being stacked, right? So if everyone moved together and know where to go, it's going to be so much easier. And same for Hammer as well. Let's see here. To see reservist, can you pop SOM on me? I'll pop mine on Townsilo, and we don't have dope. Got it. I'll pop mine on Townsilo because I think you're gonna have more mana issues than Hammer's going to. Got it. Oh, that's fine. If you don't have issues, we should be fine for now. Like, I just want to make sure we get into the. I want to make sure that once we get into deep phase 2, and we start seeing actually the latter half of the fight, that's when we can start making tweaks here and there. Cool. Did everyone get the toy gateway control shard if you didn't already had it? Don't be like me. Yesterday. Got one. Don't stand there like an idiot clicking the boss and not at the freaking portal.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1.
Soak.
2, 1.
Soak.
2, 1.
Alright, so Emerald Blossom is not the spell to use your stasis on.
Like a whole other side behind the boss as well. Like I saw, we were just all on top and just, you know, because like you said, it's random, like where the lines go, so it's not like we can dodge it instantly like that.
Down slow eat.
Real quick, Nox, please God do not hard strike right to get the you drop like right instantly, and it's like fuck, you know. Like
Can we get another fort, please?
dude, it feels like I have that absorbed for 7 seconds every time. Okay. We need more targeted heals maybe on the people who soaked it or something. Less AoE.
Yeah, no more weak aura problems, Skippy. We got them all taken care of yesterday, so it's just a matter of now having people use the weak aura correctly, so it doesn't get all messed up.
You're staying like back here.
Behind the boss is closer to middle, by the way.
Yes.
The boss
it
will be
is.
facing the outer edge.
Just make sure you run in for baits. Our baits were not the cleanest in P1, so let's make sure that you run in. You have to run through tornadoes, but with how spread out tornadoes are, it should be very easy to dodge. All right, everyone's ready. On tanks. Let's get this.
The tank
9,
soak will go under
8,
the boss, by the way.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready. Spread, spread, spread.
Soak.
2, 1.
Alright. Head over to square. Square now. Square now. Better, not the best, but not the worst. Keep it up like that.
Why is it
Mark
covered?
macros. Zatox first. Zatox hit it. Alright. It just ran into someone. You have to make sure you're kiting the orb. If it's targeting you, swipe it up. Get a quick res and we go again.
I can't get this Lua error to go the fuck away, but I also
delete your weak aura and then restart and then re-download it.
I got to stream. I'd rather just turn off weak auras, and I can tell you I see the arrow and the line at me. I don't need the weak aura. I can just call out when I have.
I mean, you can just press them. You're just gonna press the macro regardless. You don't need the weak aura to press the macro.
Okay, cool. I'm turning off weak auras.
All right, that's fine. Just listen to the call out.
Yep, not a problem. I can see it when it happens.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right, ready? Checking it up. Make sure you pop your augment runes.
Every time the tank soak happens, I get a Lua error in the middle of my fucking raid frames. Hard to heal.
Right.
Understandable.
Everyone's ready?
On tanks, let's get this.
9,
exact same thing, let's
8,
just try to stack more
7,
on blue.
6,
for the first
5,
set.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to spread.
Soak.
2, 1.
You guys, you can't.
Get ready to dodge, 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 and get the blue.
Bait now.
Much better. Macros, macros. Hit it, if you have it. Alright, now I'm next. So you're last. Get those out, get those out. There's not enough room here. We should have more people on the ledge.
Bait now.
Getting them up.
What are those
Macros.
baits?
Yeah, those baits are fucking awful.
Here, here, and here. We cannot have baits here.
Keep it going, keep it going. Next is reservist, hit it. Hit your reservist.
Please go.
Alright.
Alendora.
Tanzu now. Okay. I think the issue... No, you're fine. So, I think the issue with this situation is we didn't have enough people on the line here, so people couldn't stack up, like, here after the soak.
Soak.
Keep it going, get those out, get those out. Just that line up along the wall. Like, that's not lined up along the wall there. That's just gonna be chaos, people are gonna die to it. Hit the macros. Wait till it's targeting you and hit it. Strike out first, strike out, hit it. Alright, next is gonna be head cleaner, hit it. Alright, now last one is squish. Squish, hit it. Okay, wipe it up.
So, after every tank slam, we need to be getting against the edge of the existing lava pools.
So,
that is...
yes and no. So every second set of tornadoes will have pools spawn beneath people's feet. That's why we have a particular layout for tornadoes. AKA...
Give me 1 minute, guys.
Yeah. So the second set is going to be along, like, this wall here. Actually, I pinged it wrong. So
I'm wondering what I should be using stasis with here. I'm trying to figure out what the best use of it is. If it's doing a burst combo with Temper Anomaly, Verdant Embrace setup, and then do Spirit Blossom and a fatty Dream Breath. I'm wondering if that's the way to do it. Because the Emerald Blossom doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because you're just going to drop an Emerald Blossom on top of whoever you loaded it with, and they could be by themselves somewhere in Narnia. And the same with, like, Living Flame, which is a fatty heal, but it's also on the person that's targeted, so... I can drop repair here. Hold on. In the back it it's down.
So let me move blue a little bit. Basically we want baits like there. But so once again, if you have me turned down or muted, turn me off and turn me up real quick while I explain this. So first set of soaks is gonna be right there. The endpoint's gonna be right here. When tornadoes go out, you are stacking along this wall here.
Ranged are stacking there.
Ranged are, but if you're a melee, you should be like right here if you can. We had like 5 melee out here, and it makes it a nightmare to fucking dodge. If there's tornadoes coming from multiple angles and there's too many of them, like it happened over here. I saw it, like 3 or 4 people just fucking died because there was too many tornadoes and not enough room to dodge. We need to have them spread out just a little bit. Let's just rebuff for Narg real quick. Let's get a ready check going and see how that looks.
Didn't you say that the melee should be stacking behind the boss for tornadoes?
At the very beginning, yes, they are.
Well,
when
I
we
think
go
always.
into the second one, we're gonna try. But if we have a lot of melee, and if 5 of the melee get a tornado, it's gonna be too many fucking tornadoes, and people will die to it.
Well, it's the same amount of
That's-
tornadoes. I think the idea is if you're melee, you should just be over here, and then if you're ranged, you should be over on the edge.
Yeah.
We can try that. So you should be like closer to like here as melee until it's time to bait. Soaks, this is like your entire area here. Is this ring? No one else should really be in here, and you should have a lot more room than we're giving you to both dodge and also not die. But yeah, so if your ranged tornadoes stack up on the edge, make sure you're in a line. And Nox, are you ready?
Yep. I was waiting for a right check. Whoopsies.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're good.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready. Spread out with these.
Soak.
2,
Put
1.
everyone else in. Bait, to the bait. Decent baits, get them up. Hit your macros. Get them up, get them up. Hit your macros. XTN first. Alright, now it's gonna be Artie. Artie next. Alright, now last happens.
Bait.
It's baits. No one fucking died there. Alright, get ready for macros. Macros, Z first. Z first. Alright, now it's gonna be STL. STL hit it. Get your orbs, get your orbs. Watch out for that dot. Big heals on Nom. Big heals on Nom. Get out, get out, get out.
Oh god.
That's
I
fine.
I
That was
fucking
good.
shadow steps. In.
Yep. Just be careful.
Range,
Alright,
fill in
get these
those
spread
gaps.
Out. Yep. Range, fill in the gaps back here.
Soak.
2, 1.
Dodge tornadoes. Get ready to dodge tornadoes. Do not die. Do not die. Baits. Scrim first. Myself next. Squish your last. Yeah, that was just too many dead. We also did lose 2 orbs again. We are consistently losing 2 orbs to the boss. Hit the macros. And boom, we're going into second intermission almost exactly where we need to be.
Not health-wise.
We still need to clean it up a little bit. We need to use this room if possible, but we can have range backfill if needed later.
I think doing the normal burst load of stasis is the way to go there with Spirit Bloom and a Fatty Dream Breath. That did a lot
Tank
more.
movement should be a little bit better. On the first one, right before baits, we should move the boss to the edge so we can bait there. Because right now, we're losing a lot of time to bait on the edge. Melee are anyway, if you're doing it.
You're talking about like for this line right here? I thought we agreed that that's for ranged only, or what are you talking about?
For the first one. Boss did not move at all, and I baited on the edge like a good boy and lost about 5 globals.
No, so we need a bait on square. If we're on square, then you have like if everyone is on square, the baits are all gonna spawn like there, and then in front. So it'll work out. We just need everyone on square, and square should be enough to still melee the boss.
Look it up. Can we pull the boss away from the fire on the after first intermission as well? Like further away? It feels like it's like looking at their. I don't know what the difference is. It feels like they have so much more room.
Here, let's take a quick little look see for everyone involved.
The boss just sits on the like rune circle the whole time.
Yeah, that might be it.
The second rune, right? Like,
Yeah, so this
second
is
end rune.
this is first intermission here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And they tank it like you do under rot. So like once
like people move.
The tanks pull them like to the edge.
So like this is a melee, this is a melee. That's a hunter, not a melee. Okay. So they have 2 melee out here. And
those are rows.
Straight up on the edge of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
maybe it's
they're out.
ranged people not baiting on the edge. I'm not sure. Feels
I
like
mean,
we have no room.
There's melee out here, but like this is how it goes. So it's like cool. Like bait spawn. There is a warlock and a druid out here, and then everyone else is on the ledge. Like everyone. So there's 2 tornadoes over there, and there's 5 over here, or 6 over here. 1, 2, 3.
This fight is more and more like Rashok the more and more I see it. It's all about movement. Once you get the movement down and placement, this thing just clicks.
For the baits.
Oh, did you see what they did there actually with the tornadoes? Look, if you go back to because look, so they don't just hug the edge for convenience. Pause right there. They know that they don't go horizontally. So watch this guy unpause. Watch him as they come out. Look at where he goes. The streamer goes straight left. Boom.
Well, look
He's
where
hugging.
everyone else goes. Like everyone else is going in still. Like I said, Nick I think is the odd one out here.
I was just talking about the tornadoes, and they're not gonna go horizontal. If you're right next to someone, you're gonna be fine. You can stand still and keep doing your thing. Like they're not gonna go horizontally.
We do need melee, so it looks like they lose a little bit of uptime here, because like
They're not losing uptime. They're rogues.
Oh
They
yeah,
have
they're
acrobatic
stepping.
strikes.
Yeah, okay.
No, they have acrobatic strikes. They swing from that.
Yeah,
far. Like that's
you're
just
right.
a good target place. And they're essentially ranged.
Melee, if you want me to do something special.
I also see that the off tank, the person who is taunting after the soak, is standing on the edge, so the boss immediately runs to the edge. That's better than where I've been positioning, so I'll fix that. And then I think every time I see them do a soak, the tank soak happens literally underneath the boss. Like the tank's head is getting brushed by his ball sack.
And again, please, tanks, once you get the tank mechanic, don't move. Everybody else should move.
Alright. Let's try to check it out.
That's what I was thinking, Ursa, but it's alright.
I just grabbed the first one. Hammer eat. I just grabbed the first one and load it from there. I can look for a more accurate one, or a more recent one.
Have an X eat, hammer eat.
I'm eating.
So 2 months ago, 2 months ago.
You're not gonna find it. You have to go to Twitch VODs.
Yeah, I mean, I see one from 2 weeks ago, so there's a disc priest POV. We'll look at it after this. We'll look at it after this. Let's just get a poll going.
Alright. Get it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to get out if you need to. Spread, spread, spread. Dodge tornadoes and get in on blue. Good fucking baits. Still one a little bit far out, but honestly that's not the worst. Get ready to hit macros. Don't just eat the orb. Already first, already get it. Alright, now head cleaner, hit it.
Soak.
2, 1.
Alright, now Tavin. ready to hit the macros. Alright, Gruesome next.
That was an orb.
Yep. Just wipe it real quick. So, I saw we lost 2 people to tornadoes there. Was that just bad movement, or what happened?
Hey, Sin, sorry, I haven't really been paying attention to something, but I want to ask before.
Okay.
Is there a way for us to move the soak a little bit farther away from where you guys want the tornadoes to be stacked?
No.
Just
no.
a little bit, not a lot.
No, there's
maybe.
no way.
So maybe if let's see here. So the boss is here, Nox. Instead of angling the slam here, let's angle it like directly more center if we can.
No, I mean, is there a way to put it somewhere around here?
Hold on, what is it?
Can you face Smolderon towards the middle for
Mhm.
the stack soak?
Yeah, like it's
how we want to do it.
It's not really because of the soak that I wanted. It's because what I noticed is the reason why we're getting fucked by tornadoes is because after the
Thunder,
soak,
what's
he
up, man?
drops something, and that thing that drops makes people like panic, and we start running around, and then it happens like a little overlap. We get the pulls, we get the tornadoes, and then we get fucked. Like,
so the thing
I don't
that's
know
happening
if
here,
it's possible.
So the issue and why we can't do that is
Mhm.
because the majority of our baits with the second set is going to be the stacked people. The people that stacked are going to be the people that are going to bait the lava pools because everyone else is doing tornadoes while the baits happen. So we want them to be here so the majority of the lava pools fill this area. If they were to go here, they would not be able to get in to do the baits properly, and we'd have all kinds of fucky pools with that.
I have a question about what Zig is talking about because that's
Yeah.
why I died. So I soaked, and then I was here for the bait, but then a huge circle appeared underneath the boss, and I
The red
panicked.
one,
I was
not the red one, the orange one. That's
the orange one.
And I was so sorry.
And
So
I
the
tried
only
to avoid that, and then ran into a tornado. So I don't know what that was.
So
but-
real quick. Let me explain that real quick. So it is going to be a little sketchy, yes, but you have 2 seconds from when your healing absorb is dropped and the pool spawns beneath your feet, and when you actually need to get out of it. It is not like, oh, it spawns and you're instantly dead. You should prioritize dodging tornadoes.
With
It wasn't
respect,
the bait.
talking
It
about
wasn't-
the healing debuff.
it
He's
wasn't
talking
the
about-
bait.
Yeah, he's not talking about the bait. He's talking about when you have the healing debuff on you, and when it gets removed, everyone that it gets removed from drops a like one-shot orange pool. So what he's saying is that the melee that are in there go into the big soak, and then they're coming back to do the bait, and then they're getting topped off in the bait area, and there's orange circles getting dropped in amongst all of the cyclones, that type of thing. That's what he's talking about there.
So do those hurt? Can we just eat those and just
No,
stand there?
those will one-shot you.
like
Right,
a
so-
fucking luck.
Alright, hold on. So I have a proposed solution for that then. Just a little more organized. When you're inside of the tank soak, the tank still stays where he is, because that's the fucking person that moves the circle. Everyone else stacks on the circle closest to center. So if you're in the soak, you're all pixel stacking here, so that way, you'll start like backpedaling when circles are being dropped beneath your feet until there's no more room for you to, until there's no more circles.
But we're not consistently. This isn't where we're consistently getting the circle, right? We're getting the circle like towards the edge of the arena. So, like
What do you-
that would work for the
which
first
circle?
pull, but we're getting the healing debuff, the tank soak, towards the edge of the arena right now.
So let's not
And-
have it be there. Let's have it be more centered with the line around the room.
Okay.
So
And when you say more centered, do you mean we will tank it, we will soak it facing the lava or facing behind us?
You'll basically be soaking facing like this.
Where
I am.
Can I kind of chime in here?
Mhm.
What I think I'm seeing in that video is they're soaking right under the boss. So whether he's facing the lava or facing behind us or facing the center or facing wherever is pixels at most of difference.
Well,
Like,
no, so well,
unless you think he should be facing, unless you think the tank should be further away from the boss, And the soak should be further away.
No,
from the
no.
boss.
I think so. There are
Moments
two
like
things,
this
right?
is where
The
I'm very
first is
happy. I am the healing officer. Where they can deal where they want to do whatever they want to do and drop stuff whatever they want to drop it. All I'm concerned about is to deal with the people that take damage.
There were people here with NATOs and people here with NATO.
What eventually is going to end up happening with this boss is probably we're going to end up in a situation where we're going to have to organize all of our healing cooldowns and then decide where everyone's supposed to use them and when they're supposed to use them, which I feel like we don't necessarily should have to on this boss because the damage profiles are so predictable and they're not so crazy that we have to, you know, assign healing cooldowns, especially considering the fact that there's so much damage going out quickly and back to back with the soaks. And most healing cooldowns are on a 2-minute timer, which means that you can't really plan out the damage profiles in the same way for a fight like this. Whereas on, say, Rashok, for instance, the last tier, there was a very, very clear cycle of damage throughout the entire fight where you were able to stagger your cooldowns in a very, very, very good way. This one is a little bit different. I haven't quite found the rhythm of it yet, but I will eventually.
Everyone should move in is like basically backwards and this way, essentially. Okay, so
Drop it, and then run back to here. Hopefully, once all of them are dropped for the big part.
yeah, so we will always drop tank circle on this second band on the arena, and then we will always run in this direction. Okay.
Tanks, you're running all the way back, but everyone else.
Yeah, I said predictable damage is what allows you to plan out healing cooldowns. The problem with this one is that the predictable damage is coming out so often that you can't really assign a 2-minute cooldown for this one, a 2-minute cooldown for that one, because eventually you're just going to run out of cooldowns and the damage is still going to continue. So I think what we're going to end up having to do is assign some healing cooldowns towards the tail end of the fight when we have a little bit more overall damage going out in the group, and it's going to be harder and harder to top everyone off. On the front end, I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem, but that's why I got to get into more on the latter stages of the fight and figure out the timing of it and what may or may not be needed. So I'm not going to bother with healing cooldowns until we consistently get them down to probably 40% life. That's when I can start managing and organizing that, which will help us push a little further. And then it becomes also an exercise in trying to figure out healer mana situation. Because right now, I'm at about 80-85% mana after the first intermission, which is really, really, really good.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Soak.
2, 1.
I was not able to get that soak because of ball.
Soak.
2, 1.
Yeah, you'll see every time we
Soak.
go into that soak,
1.
like almost half the raid, they get this take a lot of damage and this huge healing absorb on them that us as healer need to get rid of pretty quickly. But every time it gets healed up, every single person that has it drops a little orange pool on the ground. That if you stand in that, you're just gonna get one shot. So what the problem we're having is that people are not moving as a unit with the people that soaked and have the healing debuff. They're kind of spreading out all over the place, and they're getting healed and dropping shit all over the platform. And unfortunately, a lot of them are running into people that have the tornadoes, so they have to move, which is just screwing things up a little bit. So this is like classically what happens when you're progressing on a new boss. People are kind of flailing about a little bit. And it's going to come to a point when you're doing like 50, 60, 70, 80 pulls, or even higher, depends on your group, right? All these things are going to start clicking in everyone's mind. Where to move, how to move, the damage profile that's going to come out, making sure that they use their pots and defensives in an appropriate way. But like right now, this is only our second night on this boss. We've had like 30-ish pulls on him, maybe 40. But the first 30, we barely got past 80%, and it was just figuring out these things, small things here, small things there. So it's just all this is an accumulation of failure, which eventually is going to start clicking and you start moving a little bit further into the fight. And that's the thing with the mythic rating is, especially on the tail end of some of these bosses, you gotta be prepared doing 150, 200 pulls on a boss to really start figuring out how these things work.
So we're not giving it the extra space like we were doing yesterday.
No, that extra space that we done for practice purposes,
Got it.
can't do that on the
Remember your augment runes, folks. There are plenty of people that normally have them, they don't have them.
Will you get mad if I tell you that I sold it in a merchant?
I didn't even know that was possible to do.
Buy it back.
Yeah, it's only 100k.
Only 100k.
Item restoration.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Soak.
2, 1.
Soak.
2, 1.
Those are honestly good spots for quicker spots to get like Evoker. Those just to help get that debuff off you. Like on the second one there, you'll have it up for later. Priest, Evoker first. Second is Ascendance.
Shaman.
Ascendance makes yeah, it's
How many soaks do we get throughout the entire fight? So 8 total soaks throughout the fight, and the first one comes out what, 15 seconds into the fight. The second one comes out what, around 30?
there is like if the way that it worked in that video, if we're able to pull it off, is you go into the big soak, you get the healing debuff on you. The way they did it, you just pause for just half a second. They get topped off, and then all those orange circles are in one spot, and then they immediately get back into the tornadoes for the baits.
So the people with the soaks, are they just scattering about immediately as soon as they have to take the soak? Are they just running the fuck away?
I'm literally like dying every other pull because I'm like, I'm not moving. I'm staying right here until I get this debuff off me. I'm
Which
just like,
is,
fuck it, you know?
yeah. And then, so if like your buddy next to you gets topped and you don't, you have to move out of the orange.
Exactly.
And then you get topped, and then you drop that orange on someone else.
It gets all over the place.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's the first one's much more.
Oh, because hold on, does it actually damage you when you put your thing down?
It does. Hold on. So
Look at another one. Look at the next one.
Yeah. Like, what are they doing with? So this is orbs. That's fine.
So they're stacking the orange circles with the incoming bait.
Shit. Hold on. Look at how much room they fucking have. It's really hard to get this fucking POV, but like they're stacking it. They're stacking like 2 at a time.
Yeah, because what they're doing is their whole team moves in the same direction.
No,
if you have the soak.
I'm talking about tornado circles. Like, look at there's 2 tornado circles here. They're stacking them.
Right.
That would cause so much less like spread out tornadoes.
Well, that was what I was trying to say. If you just draw a line, like a straight line, not the curve of the circle here, and you're just standing next to someone like I am with XT Shaman here, if you can be butt to butt, shoulder to shoulder with them, those tornadoes are not going to go horizontal. They will not. They're going to go at diagonal. So we can literally just stand still, right next to each other, and they won't hit each other. So there's things that you can do to keep casting or keep doing whatever, just by doing that ahead of time.
There. Holy shit. Like, look how much room they have. Okay. So, honestly, let's try that. So, if you're arranged, stack with one other range, and if there's 2 of you, pop a defensive and stack for tornadoes. That might, as long as you guys are facing the same direction, aka the boss, the tornadoes aren't going to be fucking everywhere from one direction. However, it should limit the amount of random tornadoes that are spawning and make it a little bit easier to both bait and also
I did not like the stasis play, so I'm trying something else here, something a little different. I did not like stasis play. I'm gonna try to go into Grace Period a little bit. I'm gonna try to use Reversion a little bit more. So when it comes to when I have a lot of echoes out, because I feel like that would be a lot more helpful.
Does very minimal damage. So they're getting a benefit there. But I would say if you're ranged right now, you should just be standing in the same spot every fight, basically. Like, and so like when you go to the edge, you should for every intermission be standing in the exact same spot. So if we're gonna stack people, then you'll always move to the same spot to get stacked. If
It's
you're
just
not
random
soaking.
who gets the tornado. And like I said, it's not gonna kill us in the fight, but it'll help because it's a lot less tornadoes that are going out throughout the entire fight. If we're constantly stacking 1 or 2 people each set of tornadoes, then that's another 1 or 2 tornadoes that are not just randomly going out from a different direction. They're both going out identically if people are facing the same direction.
So I have a question
Yes.
about soaking. Okay, when we get the soak, we mentioned that we should go back and to the right. And I'm seeing people come to the edge. I'm seeing people like go back to the edge because they're ranged and they think it's fine because they're safe over here and no one is standing next to them. But you are dropping a one-shot mechanic right here that prevents the raid from moving by not.
Yeah,
like if you watch the video, all of their soakers are doing the Castle Nathria dance until they're fully healed and they drop the circle. And
yeah, they're all together. Yep.
yeah, what happened in this last pull is on the second intermission, the boss is like standing here, and we surrounded the entire boss with one shots, and like nobody could move and nobody could damage the boss.
Yeah,
like
I
don't know.
Sure we're stacked up tight. Have we worked out healing CDs a little bit more, or do we need to work that out real quick? Let's just use MRT for this. So, for the first set, it's going to be who's going to be for the first set?
It's Evoker Priest first, and then Paladin Shaman second right now.
Yeah,
It is just inherently. I was just about to put that. Just inherently, we have a fuck ton of AOE. Every single one of our healers is pretty much AOE. We got. So what that means is, as far as like bumping people up, what's happening is like if I throw out a giant healing chain or something, first person is gonna lose the debuff. Second, third, fourth person might not lose the debuff until the second cast, third cast, what have you. We do. I mean, if we want to change that as far as like AOE healing to cover blanket everything, the Evoker and the Priest are going to be the strongest at that. So if we want to switch it to like Evoker Paladin and then Priest Shaman, something like that, you can try.
I would prefer to use mine on the first because I have 4 to 5 second cooldowns.
So yeah, that's fine.
That's
So
fine.
let's throw Paladin Priest first. So Priest, I feel like Priest is going to be very strong. If you're still here, STL.
They are.
At the same time,
Wait, what?
People are almost dying because people aren't soaking.
I mean, everyone's soaking. It just fucking hurts.
What'd you say?
I mean,
But
STL.
So I was just saying, you're gonna be pretty strong in this fight. It might be some just figuring it out, but if you can like power word radiance plus flash heal everyone inside the circle, it might be. I don't know if you can do that or not. Like see who's in there and then react quickly. But if you can do that, like catch everyone, like obviously mouse over power word radiance inside the circle so that everyone inside the circle gets, or 5 people inside the circle get it, and then for the other 5, like flash heal or renew them, and then you could have that up for every single set to get a lot of overall healing.
yeah, I'm kind of still like adjusting. I'm trying to make it to where I can like go for everyone's soaks.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But
So
like,
This fight's really hard on Priest too, by the way. They're very slow and with the amount of movement he has to do.
yeah, they're slow to singling out the people specifically that have the healing spells. I just spread out my shields and radiance inside the person. So if I can find out how to track the people that are getting that.
Yeah, that's the problem with Evokers too. Like a lot of my stuff just hits random people a lot of times. So
yeah.
So is there because your random is blossoms, right? If all of the people with the healing debuff are stacked pixel perfect, and you throw your blossom on someone with the healing
perfect.
debuff,
because they're all going to be landing on my feet. Yeah, but the problem with it is that I drop my blossom, it doesn't do shit for 1.5 seconds anyways.
Yeah, but that should be fine. Like we're not moving cross country. That's the end goal here. The end goal is people with the debuff don't move cross country. People with the debuff sidestep slightly, and they'll still be in the range of the blossom.
So
because
what
it's bigger than the circle.
So what I'm doing here on the first one when I do it, I obviously drop a bunch of blossoms, but I use tip the scale and spirit bloom on a person that has the healing absorb. So that
just
person I know
rewind?
for a fact. So yeah, rewind is one thing I can do. It's a 3-minute cooldown, but it heals people up over 5 seconds. So unless we're all gonna stand there for 5 seconds and everyone's gonna have their healing debuffs go off at the same time, everyone in there needs to make sure that they're pixel moves so they don't spread that shit all over the platform.
So it's not. So the thing
Can
that
I-
you need to keep in
can I
mind
chime
too.
in?
Hold, real quick. So the thing that we need to keep in mind too with your renew is it's additive healing. It's you plus everyone else, and preferably one other cooldown. So your renew will finish topping people up after the heal absorb, but your renew will also help get those heal absorb off.
Can I also just kind of put this forward?
What is it?
Hammer sent me the method guide for this fight.
Okay, perfect.
This
What
looks
is it?
really good. This looks really fucking good.
Nox, right?
Yeah, but hold on a second. Like, all the yellow circles are their like tornado people, and they're just kind of like stacked. They're all just kind of edging the fire. The tank is holding the boss on that like split between rings. What is that? 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 and 4, or whatever fucking ring that is.
We've been having it there already.
He's been a bit further out on ours, I've seen. So like me and Scatter can try and keep him a bit closer to there. Because this is for second, right? So we have all the red, which is the fire on the ground. The orange is the tank soak. And all the brand targets are just moving directly toward the edge because as they move, they're going to be dropping fire. But that fire will just be in a line in front of all the tornadoes. The tornadoes are basically just standing in place because they're going to drop fire the moment that the that their debuff falls off and they send out the tornadoes.
So any melee with the tornado will lose uptime.
Ooh, Healy, how you doing?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Because as long as the fire is in a good spot, and as long as everyone's staying alive, we should have the damage to kill this, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we need to make up a bit more damage before second intermission, but that damage is getting eaten up immensely so, rather, by people just dying to any random shit because people
See,
are
I'm trying
just,
to set
we
up
don't have a
some
position set up.
healing
Like,
cooldown
people
so you
are
just have
staggered
something going
randomly.
here.
If we get a cleaner positioning, that might help us a little bit. But I do see what you're saying about melee losing out time. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe
I
if you
don't think we
shifted
can
the
fix
one,
that.
maybe if we move maybe if we move soak a little bit closer to fire, like that yellow person who's on the tank's running line, move that like towards the edge a bit more, move soak a bit closer to fire, and then have the boss just a little bit closer. That should help melee keep up time. And even if they drop it on boss in that circumstance, the soaks are still, or the
Healers,
baits are
can we hop down a channel so we can figure out these healing cooldowns while they figure out whatever they're doing? Just hop down the raid room too so we can do this independently here.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Let's wait for the other two to come on down. Good, STL Hammer, fantastic. Okay, so here's what I got for the first one. First soak, I'm going to pop Rewind. Hammer's going to drop his DT and Daybreak combo with wings. Second soak, Tansula, you said you were doing Ascendance and what?
Everything. Ascendance, and if I just use Link for the big soak that I go in. So if I get soak rather than Cyclone, I use that there.
Okay, well, I'm trying to find the icons here for Link. I haven't done MRT in a half a second here. What's that? Hold on, we can do this.
It's called Spirit Link Totem. So if you're looking it up.
Wait, what's the spell ID for it?
I don't know off the top of my
If
head.
you just hover over the icon, it should be at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't have it on right now. But Ascendance is really what's getting scheduled out there.
Okay,
You're
so
don't need to worry about Link.
I'm just gonna put Ascendance on there for the second soak, and then STL.
I got us on the very first one of the fight, right?
In the second soak, I'm gonna have Virtue.
Hold on. We do like on the first soak. It's me, Rewind, Hammer, DT, and Daybreak. Do we need more than that for the first one? Obviously, doing the other.
The first one's not even that bad.
Everyone's using. You want to know what's happening? Everyone's using their Hellstones right away, guys. Like, I'm not trying to point fingers, but that's what's happening. People are freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
They're using their health stones and potions right away. They're moving. They're dropping that shit everywhere.
and
but
they shouldn't do
we're-
that.
They shouldn't do that, but we're covering.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks so clean. I'm not trying to point fingers or talk shit, but that's what is happening.
Yeah.
And then we go into the second one.
And there's
nobody
nothing.
has. Yep, nobody has health stones, nobody has potions, nothing. And just by the way, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody here. It's just our kits. We are all AOE.
Yeah.
You know, we glimmers and da da da. All that's just how we're built.
Still.
So as far as topping people in that like split fucking second that these guys are doing in that video, it just is different for us.
We're not very well equipped for it, but either way,
Right.
we got to try to organize this to a certain extent, right? So
No, yeah, exactly. I'm not. Yeah.
So Tansula, you're gonna have ascendancy on the second one. STL,
Yes,
what are you doing on the first one? You said.
Because the very first one of the pool that comes out in like 15 seconds, like
Yeah.
all the logs I've looked at, like I just ramp at the beginning of the fight, like
You
Rapture's
rupture and all this shit,
pretty-
all
yeah,
of that stuff.
Rapture, double radiance, right into my evangelism. Like I hit.
Okay,
evangelism.
STL, I'm just gonna have you in here as I'm gonna put you in here as just ramp is what I'm just gonna have next to you here. Ramp.
Yeah, I got us on the first one. We really don't even need to spend a lot of cooldowns on the first one.
I'm pretty well.
Be
I
honest.
have to use Divine Toll and Daybreak.
Yeah,
If
you're
it's
you're
45
you're gonna use
seconds
this
left.
shit. You're gonna use it on the first one, and then you're gonna probably use it on the third one that's gonna come after that, or you're gonna use it in the intermission, and it'll be up again for the third soak. So that's not a problem.
I'll be able to have it for the very first shit phase in every phase.
Yeah, and
But
I
I think I should save wings for the second one because that's.
are
like,
you're running Awakening, right? Or are you not running Awakening?
Oh hell no.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure because then you could have planned out your Awakening procs too. But never mind. Okay, so but hold on. Let the second one, Tansul, you're gonna hit Ascendance. I can prop Emerald Communion on the second one, but that's not gonna be targeted in any way, shape, and form.
Yeah, Ascendance again is it spreads it spreads and doubles my healing.
Yeah.
So it's good, it buffs it, and the people that I'm targeting are getting benefited, but really it's more for that global AoE shit.
Yeah.
Once we make it past the second one, seem to get cleaner in terms of healing on the third one. Am I wrong? It just feels easier on
Hammer, I'm gonna have you run Aura Mastery on the second one too.
Yeah. That I want to save wings and Aura Mastery for. Do you mean the like after the first intermission?
No. What we're doing here is all soaks. The second soak,
Okay.
you're gonna pop Aura Mastery on the second one.
I want to do Aura Mastery and wings. Because the first one's not
That's
that
fine,
bad,
yeah.
so Divine Toll, Daybreak, Virtue, and I'll still have Tears, Deliverance.
And that's fine. Let's see. Tears is on a 1 minute cooldown, right?
1.5.
A 1.5. That's right.
But it lasts 45 seconds.
So I'm wondering if you should be dropping Tears on Soak 1, because then it's gonna bleed into Soak 2 as well.
It's up for Soak 1.
Yes, I mean like it's up for Soak 1, but it's gonna extend into Soak 2 as well, the hot. So all those people that have it, it's gonna be random, but you're still gonna have the extra healing from Tears going into the second Soak.
Yeah, I pop Hand of Divinity and Tears.
Yeah,
30
so
seconds before pull.
okay, perfect. So that's gonna be rolling anyway. So I'm not gonna organize that. That's still gonna be there.
Aura Mastery and Wings. I'll save that for the second soak.
Do we want to just keep do these two for now, because we're not consistently going into Soak 3 and 4 and 5 for now? Do we want to just try this and see how it feels and instruct everyone, do not fucking touch your lock rocks or your health pots for the first one? Let us fucking organize this.
I think what we have right now is fine. I don't think we need to.
No, and after
take
this, it's just
ownership
gonna.
of the lock rock. You know what I mean? Like what we're saying here, everything you're saying, what we're saying here about it is true. Do you want to adapt to them using their lock rocks on the first one,
No.
or do we...
I think we keep this as this, and this.
fine.
I'm gonna give them a very gentle and harsh reminder that don't use your lock rock 15 seconds into the goddamn fight. That's just dumb. Don't do that. We have everything up. We're gonna get everyone up topped off as soon as humanly possible. But the thing is, once we get through this stuff, Hammer, you're gonna use your DT and Daybreak combo on every soak that is available. Same with STL, you're gonna do your Rupture ramp every soak that it's available. And I'm gonna use rewind and all this other stuff whenever it's available, including tip to scales after this, right?
What actually is happening? I've been watching this video. This is I'm really not trying to be leaguer this or beat a dead horse. 25% on the Hellstone is that, plus if they have a glimmer and a riptide or whatever, anything else, that's gonna remove it right away.
Oh yeah.
So if we turn Hellstone, like if you go in and communicate, hey, ladies and gentlemen, save your Hellstone for the debuff, the big soak, then
Not
they
enough
take the
people are
soak, they
soaking.
No, everyone is doing the soak. The problem is it's a lot of fucking damage. Everyone goes down to about 5% health. Then it's up to them to stand still where they are, so we can heal through the healing absorb. The problem what's happening is people are running to fucking Africa, and then getting the healing absorb removed in Narnia.
And they're dropping it on someone else.
Dropping it all over the place.
Yep.
So we want to be as pixel stacked as possible for the people that are soaked to allow us then to heal through that as soon as humanly possible. They drop all of that junk where they're standing, and then they can move out.
Right.
Because right now the shit's just spreading all over the place, and it becomes problematic with people that are trying to drop and organize the tornadoes, because all of a sudden they get boxed in, they can't move anywhere, and they just get killed.
I think if you were to go in there, Drycath, and just say, hey, can you guys we just say, hey, we've rescheduled everything, save your Hellstone for the healing debuff, and then they'll use it. They go in, they soak, they get the healing debuff, they all use it, and the likelihood statistically of you getting it again before your health potion, or I don't know if people have them bound together or separately, before one or the other is up again, is statistically small. Chances are so if you use your health potion on the first one, chances are you aren't going to be the second one.
Yeah.
And chances are you're going to have, so if you do Hellstone on 1 and then health potion on 3, they should be fine. And then number 2 is where we've kind of loaded up number 2 a little bit.
You're gonna have 2 instances where you're gonna be well, how many is it? There's 4 rounds, right?
Right, but then we just then everything we just do it again.
Exactly. We just start over.
The first intermission, like the first soak, the first intermission, the second soak, the second intermission.
Yeah, Hammer, you're just gonna.
I want to have shit for. I will not have shit, but right before the second intermission, though.
Well, the intermission is not really doing a whole lot of damage, to be honest with you.
The second soak in the second, like right before the second intermission.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be in limbo right there.
Well, let's get to that point first. We're not nowhere close to getting to that point, right? Yeah, no, that's fine. We're gonna figure that out once we get to that point. But for now, let's
have wings right there, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
We're gonna run this now, and so just so we a consensus here. On the first soak, people use their lock rocks to get through it, right? And then we go through our soak. Healing cooldown.
People with the healing debuff. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, all the people with the healing debuff. Yeah, that's. On the second one, whoever's on the second soak, they use their lock rock for the healing debuff then, and then we go through this order. Perfect. We're in agreement.
And then we keep our healing. We use our healing debuffs where we scheduled them that we just spoke about. Sorry, Hammer, didn't mean to talk over everybody. And you just communicate with them, Drycath, how you're going to schedule out their Hellstones and potions, and
they need to trust the healers. And use their health pots and health stones.
If it stands still, you're exactly right. I'm so sorry, Hammer. I did not mean to speak over you again.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But yeah, if they just stand still for that half a second, the Hellstone 25% is enough to cure the healing debuff, and then they'll all drop the orange without panicking, and then they can come back to the bait.
And they get healed up.
Yes, and then the rest of the healing, if you're at 50% and you're running towards the bait, but you don't have the healing debuff on you, you're fine.
Yeah,
right?
It's not going to be a problem.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you run back with the healing debuff on you
and
drop the orange on the Cyclone people, then the Cyclone people panic, and then blah blah. Yes, but I like what your plan there, Drake.
Let's start with this, and then once we get further in the fight, we can reconvene and start building out the rest of the fight. But let's get there first. Let's get through this first half, and then we will reconvene.
Also, I'm gonna keep glimmers on you guys. Keep riptides on us. Keep just make sure we have running hots on all the healers, because this is just hectic.
What were you saying, Sen?
real quick, so we have changed slightly how we are going to deal with the slam. It's the same as I was saying, just different. I'm explaining it better. So, if you guys are looking in game, real quick, you see there's 2 sets of markers. Awesome. X is going to represent the boss. Square is going to represent where the tank is. For the purposes of this, the markers are not going to be there when the boss pulls.
Okay.
If the boss is on X and the tank soak happens, you're going to be on the edge of the soak, right underneath the boss. Cool.
Okay.
The soak happens, everyone gets hit. You are moving around, because no one should be there, out here, cool, dropping your debuffs, and then you're going to run in, dodge tornadoes, whatever, and then reconvene in the bait spot.
Yeah, that's like stagger stepping, like in the Castle Nathria council boss.
Yes, that's for the very first one. The second one, and everyone follow, is going to be like Moon and Triangle. Moon is the boss, Triangle is the tank for this demonstration. It's the exact same thing. Soak's going to happen here. You're going to get hit on the very edge beneath the boss. You're going to be sidestepping in a circle. This way, if the tank drops a healing thing in the center, it's not going to fuck with your movement. Hopefully he doesn't. But you're going to be sidestepping. Cool. Great. And then you're going to run into center, dodge, 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 and then go to the edge of lava for baits.
That should be fine. This shouldn't change the plan that we put together here from a healing standpoint. We're going to ask everyone that's going to go into the soak, as soon as the soak hits and they have the healing debuff, use your lock rocks there. Because that's effectively going to remove the healing debuff, and then we can top everyone off relatively quickly, and we can have those things controlled. So what's happening is that everyone's just popping all their shit immediately.
You're cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Well, what he's trying to say there, Sin, is what we really need to do, and what he's trying to eat, and Drycath is in charge here, I'm just speaking for him because his mic's messed up, is that we need to schedule out the lock rocks. Because what is happening in those videos, 25% is enough to cure that. So like we said, is we take the soak, and they pause for just that just a half a second. They hit their lock rocks, and all those orange circles just drop. And then they move to the soak. So that we don't have, so then all of this, like scheduling the movement and stuff, disappears. Because
let's head up anyways though. Reps in. Tell them that. I want to get some pulls in before the night's in.
Alright, boys and girls. Quick thing here that we're going to do. We're talking about the healing cooldowns and how to use them. I hope my mic is not cutting in and out here. On the first soak, whoever gets targeted by it, we want you to use your lock rocks after you get the healing absorb on you. That's going to be probably more than enough to get the healing absorb off of you, if not fully, very close to it. And then we got some healing cooldowns set up here that's hopefully going to help push that through. Do not use your lock rocks for any other purpose than to help remove your healing absorb. And that's going to continue. Yeah, just yes, just on the first soak. Use your lock rocks on the first one to get through it. We can stagger out our cooldowns. What's happening now is that everyone's popping their lock rocks off the bat, just immediately, and they're just nowhere to be found later on. So if everyone's just gonna fucking throw it out there and use it all, then I might as well just kind of parse it out a bit. Use your lock rocks on the first one if you're targeted by the soak. The people for the second one, use your lock rocks there.
You can do both. If you want to use a potion there too, that's fine. Whatever you need to do to just get that off of you is what he's saying.
Is it for the very first soak or the second soak?
He's taking control. What he's saying is, your lock rock is a healing cooldown. You only use it when you have the healing debuff to remove it on the soak. You take the soak. If you take the soak, you're gonna have the healing debuff. You hit your lock rock there, then you go to the bait.
Yeah, reservist is correct. You use your healing pot on the first one. Yeah, that's fine. Either one of them. Yeah, you use your pot on the first one, and then use your lock rock on the later one. That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Narg, Nox, Scatter. Are you guys here?
Yep.
I'm here.
Cool.
Okay,
Narg,
which tank soak is assigned health pot?
Health pot, the first one, or the second one, depending on which one you soak. And then lock rock the third one or fourth one, depending.
Okay,
on
so before first intermission, you're health potting. You're health potting your heals.
Correct.
Okay.
We'll probably have to adjust that to a later part, but that's fine for now. Let's just see farther into the fight. Let's ready check up.
Yeah, it's the problem. We're not getting into first intermission with everyone alive even. So.
Make sure to
Alright.
use your
Let's
health
see what we did
pot,
last
health
night.
stone,
Keep
or
pulling.
whatever after the healing debuff is applied to you, though. Like, if you're using it before the healing debuff, you're just
Yeah,
feeding.
you want to save your health
so.
stone for that.
Yep. All right. Let's get in here. Let's get a pull check going. Remember, we're pixel stacking. I'm dropping the markers. Everyone should know where they're going to be at. They're going to be directly under the boss at the edge of the soak, and you're moving in a circle around the room, dropping your debuffs together. As soon as they're all dropped, you can now enter the ring of the circle we have made for you, and you're going to just dodge tornadoes and then meet up at the bait spot. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be hectic, but that should be more than enough on tanks.
9.
Let's just get a few pulls in,
7,
practicing
6,
this.
5, 4, 3,
Excuse me.
2, 1.
Someone call it real quick.
Things are happening.
Soak coming out
Soak.
soon.
2,
Soak now.
1.
This is your health pot.
Position for bait.
This is your health pot if you soak.
Health pot now.
People are not in the correct spot.
Baits. Baits now.
Good baits. Keep it going. Macros.
Macros now.
Zig first.
Zig
go, go, go.
first. Take it.
Only Zig.
Who
Alright,
was it? Step up.
So,
Soak.
2.
the thing with that, sorry, I swallowed something wrong. I'm good. Just gotta clear my throat a few times, so sorry about that if it's annoying. However, we did not stack beneath the boss.
God damn it.
People stacked on top of the tank. The tank is gonna be ignored for the purposes of this. So, remember, make sure you do everything you need to do, augment ruin on the way, whatever, while you're running.
Summon of shame.
They're gonna be here before too quick. But the statement still stands, right? So you are going to stack beneath the boss. You're not stacking on the tank. The tank is going to be behind you by a good bit. So keep that in mind. Let's just get everyone topped off here. Healers get mana, and we send it again.
Did everyone health pot? Who got the absorb?
The
Yes.
reason we said Lockrock there is because of the 25%. It's going to be 25% of your health, and the idea is that if you all do it right when you get the thing, you're going to drop your orange shit along with all the healing that's coming in right there. You don't need a panic move. You don't need to do. You're not going to be until the orange circles go down. What's happening is one person gets it, then everyone has to move, and then they scatter, and another one drops an orange circle here, then there, then there, then there, and then there's orange circles where people are needing to go towards the bait. The idea is, if we, in that video, we get it off right away, and then move.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
you had it the
so-
first time, you're not going to need your Lockrock for the second one, so then group 2 goes, and then group 3 again on. So then you use your health potion. I know the Mythic mind is like, well, that's not going to line up later on. We aren't getting to later on.
Yeah, let's just do this for right now.
Right.
However, for right now, remember, everyone, there was one person with me. Everyone else stacked on the tank. You are not stacking on the tank for the tank buster. You are stacking beneath the boss. Basically on the edge of the soak closest to the boss. Are you ready, Nox?
Yep. Sorry.
All right, let's go. On tanks.
Let's do it.
9,
Remember, you are not
7,
stacking with the tank.
6,
Right,
The tank is the only
exhilaration works
exception to this
too.
rule.
3,
Yeah, exhilaration works. Anything like that.
Go, 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 go. Get those out. Get ready.
Soak.
2, 1.
Beneath the boss. Beneath the boss. Good, good, good.
Bait.
Tornadoes.
It's a lot faster.
Baits
All
now.
right. Debates, debates. Saytox, you can't be that far out. You gotta be closer. Macros, macros. Artie first. Go Artie.
Sorry
Alright.
about Pop.
Okay.
What the fuck?
We're regressing.
Soak.
If it's not your
What
turn
is
to
that?
soak the orb, don't soak it.
Why are we down to that?
Just wipe it up quick, reset it. We go again. This part of the learning of this fight. Don't just turn your brain off. Just turning your brain off leads to hitting 2 orbs and insta-wiping the group.
We got this. Get everyone back topped off and send it again.
Rebuff. Movement, Evoker.
Z and Tansilo, eat.
Alright. So everyone's ready. On tanks.
Let's do it.
A little better
9,
stack. I still
8,
saw a few people not stacked
7,
up.
6,
Make sure you're stacked
5,
up with the group.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to spread if you need to. Everyone beneath the boss. Beneath the boss. Beneath it. Alright.
Baits. Baiting in 3, 2, 1, now. Good.
Good baits, except for the one out there in Narnia. Macros. Myself first. Gruesome next.
What is
Okay.
happening?
That was
Who
STL.
did that?
What is that?
Standing on top of his portal, he got targeted. Instantly
Okay.
died.
Soak.
You cannot stand on a portal, guys, because if it targets you, you instantly wipe away like that.
Okay. Let's just get up.
What do you mean a portal? Like I don't
So
see.
there are 3 portals that spawn when the boss spawns orbs.
4.
There's 4.
No, it's 3.
No,
it's 3. It's 3.
You, there's 4 stokes, no? 4 orbs?
No,
No,
there's-
it's only 3. I was
3.
wrong when I called it yesterday.
Oh.
It used to be
nerfed
4, got nerfed down to 3.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So there's 4 portals that spawn. They're gonna pick a random person and raid, spawn the orb, and then the orb starts chasing. If you're right next to the portal, then and if it targets you, it's just gonna insta explode.
I wasn't next to anything though.
You were.
didn't
There's a
see
little,
anything.
there's like a red orb thing. It's hard to see. It's
I
like
see
a
the
portal.
orbs, but there's no orb close to me. Like I ran away from mine. Unless it was somebody else's orb, I did not get hit by mine.
I don't. It might have just been a yeah.
I don't. Can you get hit
know.
by other people's orbs?
No.
No, I'm telling you, you were standing on a red portal, and the orb spawned out of it and targeted you, and just instantly killed us.
Maybe
Just
it
don't
was just
stand
like
on
a
a portal.
graphic. Yeah, maybe it was just a graphical error. We'll chalk it up as just maybe a mistake of the game. Let's just get another pull in.
Let's do it. Everyone's ready.
All right. We are good to go. Let's get this. On tanks.
9, 8, 7, 6.
We still backed up way too
5,
quickly, by the way.
4,
Like we need to
3,
be able to
2, 1.
stagger out the room a little bit. Get these out, get these out.
Soak.
2, 1.
Back it up, back it up.
Baits.
To the baits, to the baits.
Baits in 3, 2, 1, now.
That's
Good baits.
perfect. Perfect fucking baits. That's what I want to see.
There's the red portals right there.
Macros. Nom first.
Turnaround scatter, perfect.
Alright, now it's XTN. Last one's gonna be Dry Cath. Get in here, get beneath the boss, beneath the boss.
Baits.
Dodge tornadoes, and to baits. Baits were fine.
Just got an orb on me.
That's fine. Get a ghost STL first.
Running to.
Yep. Personals here if you get low. Do not die. Alright. D next. Get STL up.
I'm super far. It like
He's
launched
in
me.
Africa.
Yeah.
Don't take that. Take that now.
Alright, get the boss in position. Get those out. Get those out to the edge. To the edge. As far as you can. Perfect. Perfect.
I need it. Okay.
Baits are good. Baits are good. We lost people though, which is not good, but baits were good. Alright.
Mine got hit right away. No, mine's down, mine's down.
Alright, Crim, yeah, Crim go, Crim go, Crim go.
Soak.
Pop a defensive here, get beneath the boss, beneath the boss. Alright. It's fine. That felt a little bit better. Just wipe it up, hit the orbs.
What were healing CDs for that one?
They reset.
So it's the exact same, just without rewind, it looks like.
Well, mine kind of change. Daybreak, Divine Toll are on the first soak and in intermission. And then I'll have Daybreak and Divine Toll for the second soak before the second intermission.
The problem with the healing comp we have here is our cooldowns are not fantastic for this type of a fight where you have a small group of people that need to be healed up really fast. My cooldowns are generally pretty fucking random of who gets healed when.
In Zulu's in the lava, I didn't get the res.
Okay. To actually heal either.
So it's a tough fight with the comp we have for healing cooldowns. Because all of our healing cooldowns are basically being sent staggered between 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 is probably mainly going to be a general healing and the DT and Daybreak combo for Hammer.
We could link that one.
If I don't Aura Mastery early, I can't use it later when we really need it.
So that's gonna be
Daybreak
like
and Divine Soul have to be used because they're
Kinda,
45-second cooldowns.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just.
What's up?
No, just send it. Whatever you need to do to get these healing debuffs off, because that is the one. That's why we're wiping.
Yeah.
If we get those healing debuffs off and those orange pools drop in one little spot, then people won't panic, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, I had the debuff.
Someone drop a hammer for reserves, please.
10 seconds.
I think I didn't Virtue before Divine Told, and that really fucked up that clear.
And whatever you guys can do when you're in the soak, if it's exhilaration, I keep saying that because I have a hunter. If it's whatever you can do to fucking % heal yourself, anything you can push. We only have one fucking hunter. I keep saying the one button we have. If anything you can hit in combo with your healthstone there to drop that, goes a massive fucking way for the cleanliness of the whole raid. So it's that important.
Okay, so are we health potting the before first and then health stoning the second? Is that the play?
Health stoning before first intermission.
Health potting
before first intermission. Health stoning before second intermission.
Okay, so my question is, what the fuck are the healers doing?
We're healing you and dealing with
2 minutes and 48 seconds. That should have 2 cycles of 2 minutes. Why are we using all of our personal shit at the start, and then we don't have it for when the the fight is hard?
Well, the fight is hard right now, Extant, because we're barely getting fucking past the first intermission.
We're worried about that.
There's nothing harder about after intermission than before. It's the same thing again.
It hits harder. It does 10% more damage per phase.
We're covering
it.
If
we can't get through what we're doing right now with how we're doing it, it doesn't matter.
Okay, just send him.
Alright, let's do it. Yep.
Everyone's pulling above 20 million over healing, so that's not going to be an issue once this gets smoothed out.
2, 1.
Get ready to either spread or get in. Spread those out.
Soak.
2.
Get beneath the boss, beneath the boss, beneath the boss.
Fade in 3, 2, 1, now. Sorry, that was late.
That's fine.
Macros now.
Ready. Myself first. Alright, Z next.
No, not me, not me.
Z spirits. Okay, the hammer next.
Soak.
Okay.
I ran.
That was
into
my
it
bad. I
before.
called the wrong person, but yeah, that was my bad. I called out the wrong person. I just saw it. Be careful about hitting the button if you don't have an orb, otherwise it fucks me up. And I already have a lot to focus on, just like you, but I also have to call shit out.
No worries. Happens. Run it back.
I was running away from you. You're like, hammer soak. All right, cool, got you.
Yeah,
Dead.
no, you did the right job. I called out the wrong thing. Just be careful about hitting your button, because like I said, there's a lot I have to focus on during this fight. All right.
Z tends to eat, rebuff fort, and rebuff. Yeah, just fort is fine.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Should be ready.
9, 8, 7,
Hell yeah.
6,
Love these fast
5,
pulls.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to either spread or soak if you need to. If your range, head all the way to the back.
1.
Under the boss.
Under the boss. You guys are not under the boss. That is way too far out. Baits, baits, baits. Get in baits.
Bait.
Good baits. Good fucking baits.
Hammer, I
Orbs.
just moved 2 inches
Orbs, hit
over
the
it.
macro. Hit the macro. Narg first. Hit it, Narg. Your orb. Nom next. Nom, hit it. Beneath the boss, beneath the boss. Alright, Tan's the next.
8.
Don't
Who we got
die.
here?
Don't die. Keep it going. Macros. Tan's first.
Hands
Good
down.
shit.
I
Who was that? Wait. What
I
even
did
happened
mine.
there?
You never called anything out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I propagated the list first and then took mine. You said Tans.
I think did we have one left over from the last one?
I think we had one left over. I thought I called it. Did I not say
I did.
Tavenex?
Nah,
You
that's my
said
bad.
you said Tans instead of Tavenex on that one.
My bad.
Alright, let's keep rolling. We're good?
Yep.
Everyone topped off, rebuff.
Can we get lock rots like every other pool since we're using them all the time?
Yeah. Can I
Go
buy
Stampede.
some ultimate power potions?
Yeah,
Sure,
open
I'll
trade.
give you some.
That works.
But just open with me.
Everyone's ready. On tanks. Let's get this.
Thank you. I'll pay you after.
That doesn't matter.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready. Get in the soak. Get beneath the boss. Beneath the boss. Alright, let me just move backwards a little bit. Perfect. Now dodge tornadoes. And get to blue. Get to blue. Not as clean as it could be, but fine. Macros. Hit it. Narg first. Hit it. Alright, Nom next. Nom, hit it. Tavenex next.
Tavenex now.
Dodge the tornadoes. Decent base. Macros now. Ghost first. STL. Hit it. Alright, Gruesome next. Gruesome, hit it. Alright, now Crim.
Hey, I hit 3.
Get a hammer up. Heal head cleaner. Heal head cleaner.
I got TD on your head.
Get ready. Get ready to go to the line. Go to the line with your things. Get it off
Soak.
the ledge if you can.
1.
Under the boss.
Stop moving. Stop moving.
Heal yourself. Heal yourself. Big heals. Big heals.
Jesus.
Alright, what happened there?
Why were we stacking there?
That's what we were told in the
There's-
video like 2 hours ago.
You're supposed to stack until you get the debuff removed, but people are moving out.
No, for the tornado.
Cyclones, the
Oh, for
cyclones.
the
The whole thing we went over 2 hours ago in the video. If you can stack them, then stack them and hit something. Push a button.
Is that what we said? Okay.
Yes.
Just make sure you have a defensive. Don't die.
Yeah, that like took my full bar. I don't know. I guess I should have used. I could use a defensive though. Yeah.
We're not trying. I think if you're talking about like
More than
stacking
trying
the
to kill you,
two-
man. We
if
both
you're-
would have died.
If you're
You
trying
had-
to stack the two things on top of each other, the two tornadoes on top of each other, we nix that idea. It's just gonna kill people. Especially
Yeah, that's
later
what
on
I
in the
figured.
fight. So that's I should have made that clear.
We were
Yeah,
too
sorry.
cramped. I was trying to make a call. There was nowhere to go.
Okay, but just run towards center. Like I said, as long as like you have all not there, but you have like
I have
this
to
whole
keep.
ring
I have
to
to
work
cast.
with too.
I have to cast. People will die if I stop casting.
Hey, you're chain heal, right?
Yep.
I think we could. I think we could overlap like the sides of our circles without
just
both
overlaying.
being in like 2 circles. So I think that's fine.
You don't want the tornado to spawn on top of you, otherwise it'll instantly deal damage and potentially kill you.
We didn't even stack that. We just stop moving.
Yeah. Just be careful. No, you need a flask and speed. And we're gonna go. Everyone is ready on tanks.
We get another fort, please.
Thank you. Let's get it. It's looking a little cleaner in phase 1. Just keep cleaning it up even more. Remember, you're stacking circles. Just run line in it. If you don't have the circle on you, immediately run in. Get ready.
Soak.
2, 1.
Get in beneath the boss. Beneath the boss. Stands you're a little too far.
Fading. Fading soon.
Get the blue.
Fading
Get the
now.
blue. Get the
Fading
blue.
now. Good baits.
Macros. Hit them. Already. Tanzu first. Tans first. Alright, Artie, you're next. Artie, hit it. Hammer, your last. Hammer, hit it.
We gotta get.
Macros.
It's the healing debuff. That's it.
If,
We have to get that off people.
if a healer has it, they need to go first.
We wait until after the fight.
Alright, myself next. Nam, you're last.
Hate. Swipe.
Keep it going. A little more practice.
Heard.
Alright, remember, use this room over here. Not over there. Use this room over here. Don't even DPS right now. Just focus on living. Get those to the edge. Get those to the edge.
Boom. Instant drop.
Baits.
Macros. Hit it, XTN.
We tried here, Mr. Keys. The shitty thing
Given
is
the
here, like
ability to
the
use it
healing
here,
absorb
big
is
less.
actually what's killing us here to a certain
We are
extent.
too far.
We have
We're not underneath the boss.
practically all of our healers are to a certain extent ramp or don't have a huge amount of burst. My healing for me is specific. Everyone needs to be in a very small point on the platform for me to actually be able to do burst healing. And if they're not all there at the same time, it's kind of like this very limp. So the healing comp we have is very rough for this one. It really is.
Get all the way to the edge if possible, like as far as you can go.
Having like a fatty a Mistweaver would be huge here. Huge.
Everyone should have gotten it though. Yeah, we don't want to have like 1, 2, 1, and then 2 would be me right here. We want to be like lined up all the way along the edge. Like don't just crowd it. If you see someone trying to sneak in, sidestep a little bit. Like some classes don't have the movement that your class does.
We also had 8 orbs at the boss there.
I'm dropping a feast here in the back for folks to eat.
3. Same missed 1
3,
because he got hit by orbs or hit by lines and died. Tanzula missed 5. Clean it up.
I want to add this. If a healer gets the orb, we need to let the healer go first so they can get their orbs and soak. Because I've missed 2 soaks because I'm just running around with orb.
You're just gonna have to like perfect the movement there.
Hit your macro first. That's what I keep doing, dude. That's why I'm first every time. I just hit it first, do the fucking thing, get out of the way, keep healing.
It's usually somebody dying and then I get it.
Oh,
Alright,
gotcha.
everyone's on tanks. On tanks. Let's go. In that situation, you're just gonna have to figure out how to move around it, or like bubble and run into the fire rings
3,
to grab your orbs.
1.
I know. Alright, get ready to spread these. Spread them. Everyone else in. Under the boss. Under the boss. Don't be out there. Okay, people are still not pixel stacked. Like, pixel stack is pixel stack. You can't be by the tank. You have to be under the boss. Macros. Myself first. Squish next. Hit it. Head cleaner last. Hit it.
Soak.
2, 1.
Getting close. Narg your way far out.
That was
macros,
instant.
macros,
What
macros,
happened?
macros.
Whatever made
Alright,
that
hammer
instant,
first.
you need to
Hammer
do
first.
again.
Hit it, hammer. Alright. Have an X next. Hit it. Keep it going. Get me up when we're able to.
You can take it, I think.
Narg,
Don't take it.
Get in.
Narg needs Jesus. Jesus provided.
Alright. Exact same thing. Let's get the boss over here. He's a little bit too close to the ledge, I think. But that's fine. Let's just adjust. There we go. All right, everyone to the edge over here. Get over to the edge. Line up.
I'm gonna make that.
Get in for baits. Baits in 3, 2, 1. Baiting now.
Decent baits. Decent baits. Keep
Macros.
it going. Keep it going. Macros. Ghost STL first. STL hit it. All right. Next gruesome. Gruesome, you're gonna hit it now. Alright, next is going to be Z. Z, hit it.
Soak.
Now.
2, 1.
Alright. Get that topped off. Cool, cool, cool. Decent baits, just dodge tornadoes.
Macros.
Hit it. Hit it. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Zig first. Zig, hit it. Next is gonna be Drycath. Drycath, hit it. Last is gonna be Head Cleaner. Head Cleaner, hit it. Personals if you get low. Keep it going, keep it going. Hey, we
Put
see
a lock
third
gate down.
intermission now, though. Yep, make sure there's a lock gate from the back. If there's a lock still alive, drop one from the
Prog
center
it.
to the outside. Center to the outside. Use it. Click your button. And now you have the movement speed to get back in. Perfect. Just like that. But with everyone alive.
I'm not even gonna call out misses on those because half of us died.
Soak.
2.
First one, however.
1.
There's a certain point where it will just come down to dodging. Like, eventually, this strat will work for us, but people just need to dodge tornadoes better. And that's what it's really going to boil down to, is dodging tornadoes under pressure. Obviously, hammering out healing CDs. Healing felt much better there, though.
That second soak before
Yeah,
second
what happened
intermission
there? Can I
is
ask?
still fucked.
What happened with that?
The second
I
one we
don't have Divine Soul Daybreak right there. But what I can do is just hold off an intermission on using it, and I'll have it there. So
Yeah, don't use it for intermission. There's no need there, I think. So hold off on that. Make sure you have it for the first soak after intermission.
Yep. I got
That should be huge. Yeah,
I
it should
was
be
just
fine.
trying to use it on the CD, but now I see where it needs to be. I thought it was going to line up, and it's not. So.
Okay, I think it's second soak before second intermission. That's the fucked up one. That I had debuff for literally like 12 seconds.
Second.
We had 2 healers down at that point.
Okay, it was just a healer dead, but
yeah. Well, let's
Astral Shift and Health Stone.
Well, on that one too, everyone was I had a tornado on that one, and I had to go to Narnia in order to get away from everyone else. So no one was within my range.
Yeah. So the thing that we have to do is, Drycath, you can still use a little bit of this room right here. Don't forget that.
Yeah. No, I was already on this side of the room when everything was going out. So instead of just like going cross everything again, I just kind of moved up here, and everyone dropped their shit here, and I was like, all right, well, you're not in my range, so.
Well, so the thing that we need to keep in mind too is, like, once again, I don't know how much clearer I can make this. I consistently see like 3 or 4 people not pixel stacked. The less room that you guys are using for the soak, the more room you have to play around with. Like, granted, yes, healing is an issue right now. Mostly just getting that healing debuff off is an issue, yes, but there are still things that you can do to help mitigate that a little bit. And that is using less room. Like, I say pixel stack for a reason and sidestep as a group to this side. Like, if the soak is here, where you got hit from that first ping, you're ending at that last ping. And then you can run over and use this room to dodge shit after your healing debuff goes off, and then go to the bait marker, or go to wherever we need to bait stuff at. People are still not stacked up tight under the boss, and it's fucking everything up, because all I see is an entire wave of healing debuffs get dropped in the middle of fucking everywhere, and then no one can dodge, and they all have to run out, and then baits are fucked.
Yeah. Just make sure we're pixel stacking under the boss for the soaks. When you're soaking with the tank, just pixel stack under the boss. You should be able to look directly up and see that boss's nutsack hanging right above your head. That is where you should be.
Or look down and see an amalgamation of all your characters. Either one. Alright. On tanks. Let's get it.
Like, I want you to be able to turn your head upwards and kiss that boss's balls.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to spread if we need to, or stay in if you need to. Get those out. Get those out.
I fucked up.
Get to baits. Get to bait.
Baiting now. Good bait.
Baits. Good baits. Macros. Get away from these portals. Hit the macros. Zig first. Crim next. Hit it now. Z, you're last. Hit it as soon as you're able to.
Soak.
2,
Get in.
1.
Get in. There's a tornado way too close to the boss there, Gruesome. You need to get that out a little bit. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Get squish up. Macros, Tans first. Reservists next. Get the boss in position.
Good position, turn him.
Get those out. Get
Soak.
those out.
2, 1.
Baits in 3, 2, 1. Baiting now. Baiting now. Good baits, except for somebody was on Narnia. Drycath, I think it was you.
Macros.
Yep.
Drycath first. Hit it.
Hit.
Alright, XP next. Hit it now. Alright, Hammer, you're last. Hit it now. Get in the soak. We're not giving the people enough room. The soak people do not have enough room. We need to open it up a little bit more. If that means you're melee and you have to step out of melee range for just a couple seconds there near the end, that's fine. But we're not giving them enough room to move around.
That was my bad. Baits were fucking just too late for me to
The
adjust.
soaks were fucking amazing though. Like, holy shit, we're ending right where we need to, pretty much. Like, here. Where
You mean
Gruesome
bait?
is. Like, yeah, the baits were great. Baits were great. Like, that's exactly where we need to be at this point in the fight.
I missed all of my fucking orbs.
That's fine. Just wipe it up. It's a wipe anyways.
I wanted the gateway.
I did it just so I could die midway.
Same.
That's what happened to me too.
Same
Yeah,
thing, except I
Gruesome,
didn't die, I just
real,
purred.
real quick. So, Gruesome, I know that wasn't your fault there. I was using it as an example. Sorry, I just called it out in the moment. That's an example of, like, there's a range right here, and everyone's lined up here, and this is a non-mobile class with the first ping. You can move. Like, fucking... like, you can sidestep to allow that ranged person to step in. Like, the closer we get to everyone on the wall, the less there's going to be random tornadoes that can clip people. So, if you see a fellow ranged person, like, struggling to try and find room, and they're an immobile class like a warlock or a priest, myself for example, make some room for them. I don't think Gruesome got the res. I'm running around.
No, that one where he was kind of like in the soak was in the L shape. Entirely my fault.
Yeah, something we could try to do too. Let's have there be a little bit more room, because like the goal, right? So, I said I'm dropping the markers down as an example. Okay, fucking Moon is the boss, Green is the tank, right? We're having the fire be like right here, when we don't want that. Realistically, we want to tank it so that the fire is like here, so that once people are done dropping off their stuff, they could just continue to move back to soak or to bait.
No, that was entirely my fault. I moved
No,
the
that
ball
yeah.
to that position. It was too late to adjust.
No, it's something I've noticed through every poll. So like after the first intermission is when I've noticed it happens. So after the first intermission, let's just make sure we give the boss a little bit more leeway, so that range people can just step, or the people that are soaking can just continue to step back.
Got it.
Cool.
Zig, can we get another int, please, when you have a moment? Head cleaner, eat, and Sula eat.
Much better with the soaks, though, by the way. With the positioning in the soaks, like people were more stacked up. Can we get a feast down? Let's just have everyone re-eat.
Yeah, I'll pop one in the back here.
Fall off.
Everyone eat up.
There's one in the back.
We just gotta figure this part out. Like, realistically, every single phase is the exact same. It just hits harder. The moment this clicks, we get farther in the fight. We just need to click with the dodging, with the soaks, with the baits. We were really good on soaks that last pull, or with baits on that last pull. We had exactly.
We're gonna try with stasis again here, because then I can maybe combo the first one, stasis the second one.
Making sure we're getting the debuffs dropped off quickly.
Could be an interesting combo there.
Alright.
Alright, let's do this.
8, 7,
Somebody
6,
stream.
5,
Gotcha.
4, 3,
Here we go.
2,
Get ready.
Don't worry, we didn't kill Smolderon.
I can't stream. Sorry, it's
Remember to
fucking
get these
performance.
out. Get these out. Get these out.
Soak.
2, 1.
Tornadoes are gonna happen, and immediately to baits. Immediately to baits.
Perfect line.
To baits. To baits. Alright, let's get XTN rezzed. Get him up. Macros, hit it. Hit him. Gruesome first. Go Gruesome. Alright, next is going to be XTN. XTN, hit it. Last is going to be Tabanks. Hit it.
Baits.
So...
Motherfucker.
This is another situation of I don't think we gave ourselves enough room. Just wipe it up, wipe it up. Just run into orbs. We are still like... So the first soak, we have all that room to move around. We're pulling the boss like to right here, for example, and the tank is right here, and the fire is like right there. We need to pull the boss like to here, and then we can drag the boss backwards slightly if we need to. But we need to give the people that are dropping fire by their
What happened,
feet
Skippy? You okay?
room to move around.
That was also partially on me because I told Scatter that we should position that way.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just a little bit of adjusting. Because like I said, the majority of the baits are going to come from the people that are soaking or the tornadoes. They're not going to come from the tank, so...
Sin, I think the first soak
is still down.
is going to be fine. I'm going
I
to
have
save
two
Divine's whole
stones and an
daybreak for
on-fire.
the second soak. That way it lines up for every second soak, which is where we're having problems.
Okay, if you're
So I
sure,
don't
that's fine.
accidentally. I think it'll keep me from like being 10 seconds off from having a massive cooldown.
Okay. If you want to try that, that's perfectly fine. I think Drycat is managing healer cooldowns.
Yeah,
so-
I don't think we have a problem with the first, regardless.
No, we don't seem to be having problems with the first, but let's just get another pull in. We do have a few people who unfortunately have to go here in a little bit. So let's just try to get the pulls in what we can, and we'll see if we can drag some people in. So let's just get it on tanks.
9.
Nox, did you death strike last pull, like insta, and drop your?
Yeah, it was a. I clipped the
4,
JCD.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Get ready. Get these out.
Soak.
2, 1.
Run to the baits. Baits. Good baits.
Yeah, there wasn't any problem healing right there.
Beautiful.
Alright, I'm ready to drag it out a little bit farther than you think. Macros, squish first.
Here we go.
Statox next, hammer left.
Mine got eaten immediately.
Is here
Oh.
good?
Soak.
Look at this positioning. Is
Yes.
this good positioning?
That should be good because they have all
good, yeah.
that room. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. That's exactly what we need. We just needed that little bit extra room for the
I know,
people
guys.
to
That would
drop
be.
off.
I would be in the fucking
I knew
hospital
that was
if we
gonna
had
happen
that
because
game
the
going
bull
on.
spawned on top
I
of
do
us.
have
You
a
guys
nice, beautiful
really
bottle of
need to
whiskey
watch
sitting
the
right
balls.
next to me
I knew
here
it was
that
gonna
I
happen.
am.
The second they spawned there, I was like, ah.
You know
we're
what?
won.
Maybe I should open this. It feels like
Alright,
that's
yeah,
You
it's
have to
that
check
it's that
those
kind of
portals.
night,
You have
right?
to. And you have to move away from them because if it targets you, someone's gonna
Maybe it'll
instant
perk me
stove,
up a
and
little
then
bit,
someone's
huh?
gonna get fucked up.
Let's get a repair
Yeah.
bot down real quick.
Cheers.
Repair if you need to. Repair bots down
Or
here.
skull.
Use it. We got like 20-ish more minutes.
Whew.
And then we gotta see if we can pull him.
I tell you, that the first sip of whiskey is the best one, but it's the harshest one out there.
The quests are taking longer than I thought. I could maybe drag him in, but I don't think he's gonna be okay tanking this boss. We'll see. But we're still gonna be down a healer, so let's just figure it out in post, or we'll see. All right.
Mr. Head Cleaner, please yell at us for a little bit. Thank you.
All right.
9, 8, 7,
Right.
6, 5,
I whispered red.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to go out or in.
Soak.
2, 1.
Get ready for tornadoes.
Oh, there's so
and
many.
Run to bait. To bait. To bait. Baits are decent. Let's make sure we're keeping them clean.
Macros now.
Click it. Click it. Tavinx first. Get it, Tavinx. Run. Thank you. Next is going to be XTN. Get beneath the boss. Beneath the boss. Dodge tornadoes. This is a fucking clusterfuck. Macros, get ready. Hit it. Gruesome first.
I'll say everyone's alive. That's good.
STL, hit it. Grab mine here in a second. Do not die to this. Do not die to this.
Whoa.
Do not die. Do not die. Get hammer up. Get hammer up. We didn't use the bureaus till now. That's very good. Get ready. Get ready. Boss needs to be a little bit farther next time from the wall. Nothing we can do about it now. Let's just get in position. Get ready. Use your opposite of your Hellstone or Lockrock, whatever you use. That was my bad.
Oh,
dodge, dodge, dodge. Baits. Decent baits. Macros. Hit your macros. Zig first. Next is going to be Reservist. Reservist, hit it. Alright, Artie. Hit it.
Soak.
2.
Under the boss. Under the boss.
Keep going, keep it
We
going.
got cyclones where we're supposed to be dropping the orange stuff.
Yeah. I wonder what we should do in that situation where there's a giant fucking protruding dick.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's just a rough spot.
I
is
think
all.
we just play the pocket.
I wasn't commenting one way or another. I was just saying it's just a tough spot, you know.
Yeah. Maybe if we have this, because the tornado people or the lion people, tornado people didn't get baits.
Oh, I wasn't. I was just. It was a nothing burger throwaway. I wasn't trying to adjust anything. I was just saying it's rough.
I'm
ball.
just looking. Yeah.
I think in that
that is
situation,
gonna
we
happen.
maybe just play the pocket.
Yeah, maybe, or just run around to either side of it. After you drop the because like we still drop
Dry
the
cap.
I moved the goddamn thing from one button to the other and forgot that I moved it. Motherfucker.
What do you do? Oh no.
I moved it from my 5 key to a different key and forgot that I fucking moved it.
XTN.
Motherfucker.
XTN and Hammer of Dawn both missed one.
I missed one soak, yep.
Oh lord.
I died.
I do remember. Okay, no,
It's
no,
even
no.
worse.
How do I do
Yeah.
this? You know what? Fuck, I don't need that.
One thing that might help a lot of people, by the way, is like especially ranged. This isn't calling people out. This is just something that I've noticed for a few pulls. A lot of people have been standing in lines probably to try and grab your ores before they hit the boss. If you're ranged, try and be like a little bit
Oh
further
yeah.
away from the
Cheers.
boss.
I'm basically drinking between every pull now.
And that way your ores will spawn a good bit further from the boss, and you'll have a lot more time to get them.
Closet.
They
Goddamn.
move very slow.
Melee, do not clamp down on like the center, I guess. We want to keep the NATOs on the edges, like further out. Like right now, we always have like one person like.
Yeah,
in the middle,
Slancha,
and it just
Skippy,
makes
Slancha.
dodging like impossible.
You hear? Okay, you're here, Danzu. Awesome.
Sorry, I grabbed a glass of water. I'm here.
No, you're fine. All right, let's get a few more pulls in for tonight. We'll figure it out. Why do we have middle group facing the magma instead of towards the middle, so we have more room to move away from tornadoes along the edge? That's mostly just so they could be in a more optimal position to bait, because they're going to be the majority of baits, especially during every second set of tornadoes and soaks. It's going to happen during the tornado spawn. So the majority of the soaks that we want to place are going to come from the soak group. So we want them in position as much as possible beforehand.
I do think the stasis play is a good one here, though. I gotta say, like,
Is the soak circle?
it helps with both of the. I basically have it up for every soak.
Wait, who's? Wait, who's?
Nox. You were standing out there on one of them. You need to be standing on green, like under the boss.
It's just unfortunate it's such a random amount of healing that goes to just random people, so it's very hard to have a targeted healing on the people that actually need it, you know?
Okay.
7.
Yeah, just be under boss when you're soaking.
Movement hurts during this fight for range. I get it. I'm feeling it too. Don't worry. Get ready to potentially spread. Alright, get under the boss, under the boss. Under the boss. Good, good, good. Drop it, drop it, drop it, move.
Baiting in 3, 2, 1. Baiting now. Baiting now.
Good baits, keep it going. Orbs.
Macros.
Hit it. Zig first, get it. Alright, next is gonna be Nargbeard. Nargbeard, hit it.
Soak.
2, 1.
Tabanks, you're next.
That was a really good clear. I don't know what buttons you guys pushed, but that was excellent.
Baits, alright, orbs. Okay, macros, macros, macros. Datox first.
That was literally the difference of me using my
Alright.
Clear comes.
XTN, hit it. Artie. You gotta be careful about your orb, man. Yeah, no, the baits weren't the greatest, but I think that was because the majority of tornadoes got picked there. I just don't know how to solve that RNG bit where it's tornadoes get picked over the soak, and sometimes soak gets picked over tornadoes, and there's not a good balance ever.
Well,
would it solve it to have tornadoes?
I'm thinking
the
next week
like,
I might be
if they
running
have
the
to go
HOTS
to
build
the-
on this one.
Like,
It utilizes
Well, the thing
echoes and reversions a little bit better, and it allows me more
and a lot of melee
predictable healing
there might
burst
be 1 or 2
cycles.
on
I
the side of the
feel.
boss on the inner ring here. You kind of just have to wing it. You have to like drag the orb farther away and then run in to
you
grab
see
your
all these
orbs.
markers? Like, pretend those are like the fire on the ground. Would it not make sense for like range to be like kind of out here if they have the tornadoes? Because that way they're against the fire, they're baiting in correct spots.
Yeah, I think that might be fine to throw some range back there. It was already having that issue. XTN's got it.
Yeah.
We could also try to just hand it to do the orbs quicker. If I call out your name, you should be like right by the orb. If you're first on the list, you should be right by your orb. Or even grabbing it before I call for it, that's fine. As long as it is for sure your name at the top of the list. Make sure you hit your macro first, see who it is and what order, and if it's you, you can grab your orb before I even call for it. But that's it. Alright. On tanks.
9, 8, 7.
I feel like we're just making this harder
5,
for ourselves than we need to. I think
4,
there's just something we're
3,
fucking missing.
2, 1.
Get ready. Get those out. Get beneath the boss if you don't have it.
2, 1.
Move as a unit. Move as a unit. Don't just panic run. Everyone's panic running.
Baiting in 3, 2, 1, now.
There's still one up.
Good baits.
Get ready. Get ready. All right, macros. Macros. Hit it. Head cleaner first. Go, go, go. All right. Have a next. Hit it. All right. Z, hit it.
Under the boss. Hammer, you need to be under the boss.
Macros. Hit him. Don't be right next to an orb. Dry cat first. Hit it.
It's in the lava. I got it.
All right. Zatox, hit it. Reservist, hit it. Like 4 people got hit by the.
Let me die. 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 Well, help me out after.
Yeah, that was instantaneous.
We're just gonna keep practicing.
Don't take it.
I'm not. Take it now.
Yeah.
Wasn't even in that shit.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Do I get a? Were you taking a break in time or?
We're probably gonna be done raiding here soon. We're going until then. Get in here. We have not everyone grouped up. Hammer, Zatox, you guys need to be in more. Wipe it up.
Well, I need to be underneath this ball sack.
I feel like people are starting to get a little tired here. It's been a rough Prog evening. It's just been a rough evening. And again, this is the stuff to expect, right? Where, like it's the first really hard boss on Mythic this tier. This is the one where you're going to smack your head against the wall a little bit. So
What's easier?
we
wiped
just gonna take a little bit.
5 times tonight and then called it. So.
It just seems like I don't know what we're doing wrong, but it feels like we're just making it harder for ourselves. Or people are just not dodging. Like it's a bullet hell game almost, and people just need to dodge a little better.
I mean, sometimes with those tornadoes, it is an absolute shit show of getting, like, you just sometimes just get cornered and there's no way out. You're just going to take 2 of them to the face. I think it's just a matter of, like, being cognizant of who's your neighbor and, you know, trying your best to put yourself in a better spot.
Yeah.
But it's tough. It's tough.
Especially the first.
They don't go horizontal. If you guys just stand in a straight line, shoulder to shoulder, like your shoulder pads are lined up, you will not hit each other, period.
I don't know that that's true.
It's a random. Everyone gets a random
It's
orientation.
not a cardinal. It's not like it doesn't shoot out of you in a plus sign. It shoots out of you in like a
Pentagon
plus sign
X.
with deviation. Like
a pentagon.
It is semi-random.
Well, no, it shoots 4.
All right, let's go. Okay. Maybe it's something to keep in mind. Let's just keep going for right now. Let's see a little bit farther into this fight. Just pay attention. Don't die. Dodge tornadoes. It's gonna be a bullet hell game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me watch your poll a little more closely.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready to spread. Get those out. Everyone else beneath boss.
Soak.
Get underneath this ball sack.
1.
Move as a unit. As a unit. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Bait.
Get him up.
Take it. Take it now.
Artie first. Go, go, go. Zig next. Zig, hit it. Alright, and Tanzulu, hit it.
I wasn't able to get into the big slow because I was third.
It's fine. Alright, Zatox, hit it. Alright, next is going to be Reservist. Reservist, hit it. Squish, hit it. Get all your orbs. Don't die. Do not die to this. I just got hit by shit.
Hey, I got them all.
Jesus on squish.
So we're like 50 pulls in at this point, roughly. No one should be getting hit by lines. I think that we're getting to a point now where lines should not be getting hit by. We're almost to a point where tornadoes shouldn't either, but tornadoes are just fucked RNG-wise. But no one should be dying to lines. Get those out. Get those out. Everyone else soak underneath the boss's ball sack. No, that one got moved, but you should always know where the tank is going to place it ahead of time. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
This is the one where
I need Jesus.
he got clipped by. He ran where he was supposed to. He got clipped by tornadoes. That one right there. There's tornadoes where
Cleaner first.
we're supposed to drop the shit.
Gruesome, you're next. Hit it. Narg, hit it. XTN first. X next. Don't
Is this
die
an
to
Emerson
this.
too?
Z next, yeah. Our baits were shit this bowl.
Yeah, so she's way too much for him.
Yeah, our baits were shit this bowl.
I mean, we're taking up half of the room, so.
No, we're using like 60%,
Using too
and
much,
there's a
yeah.
lot.
Because like you gotta have roughly 5% of it left at the very end, because you still need room to dodge. Those first sets of soaks, you guys have a lot of tornadoes. People dropping them.
It seems like a very simple fight because it kind of is a simple fight in terms of mechanics. It's not like it's something super complicated, some convoluted movement this, that, or another. The mechanics are easy. It's just when you combine all of this and you combine movement and healing and everything else, it just the combination of all of it just amplifies the difficulty so much.
Towards the middle of the
and it's just it's a personal responsibility fight. We had the same problem with Rashok last year. Rashok was an absolute cluster for us on Mythic. It was very, very hard to do, and it took so many nights of us planning out movement, literally almost step by step for everyone in the group, where they need to be at what time, and healing cooldowns for each and every 30 seconds. We had healing cooldowns set up. So I'm feeling that's probably what is going to be required here. So I'm going to spend some time this weekend going over all logs and seeing what the damage profile is, so I can start building out a much, much, much better and detailed healing cooldown order. One of our main tanks had to go pick up his kids, so we're doing a little bit of a swap right now for the last half an hour.
You see where is it Tanzulo is over there? Do not have any tornadoes past him.
Okay, so all the tornadoes are going to be back.
All the tornadoes should be back there. Yeah.
So basically, all tornadoes, if from tank to boss is forwards, from skull to X is forwards, then tornadoes should be behind skull. So back in this line, or further back.
That should give everybody who has the soak a pathway to run out. So basically that direction that circle's running, that's the way you want to run with your soaks. Everybody as a group run. As soon as people drop one, just keep going.
Yeah. So basically,
yeah, I mean, so melee's gonna get tornadoes, and keep them. Just keep them toward. If you're a melee with a tornado, keep it towards the center of the room. Just do not be in the path over there where they need to run.
So melee lose uptime when they get tornadoes.
Not necessarily.
Tornadoes like over here.
Yeah, over there, or like even like as far as where that lock portal is. You can even go as far up as that, but like, don't be towards the lava. Absolutely don't be towards the lava.
So no tornadoes in this section.
Yeah, just keep the tornadoes out of there, because everybody who drops shit is first of all they're dodging all the circles that have been dropped already, and then they're gonna have tornadoes coming from every direction.
Alright, so for this Cerezu, sorry you're kind of getting thrown into the deep end last minute after a lot of Prog. I appreciate you stepping in so we can get some more pulls in tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
It's going to be mostly just following Nox's movement. Your goal is you're just going to make it so that the boss is moved and then turn towards the existing lava pool for soaks. And then you're going to run the debuff backwards.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. And at worst, if you're a melee and you can't find room in melee to still melee the boss with tornadoes, then just you lose a little bit of uptime. It'll be like 4 seconds. It won't be the end of the world, but obviously we're going to try to focus on keeping melee kind of around here, and then like directly behind the boss. I didn't mean to ping you there, Zatox, as opposed to all the way in the back where the ranged are. And then ranged, you're kind of backfilling back here when we move forward, of course. But and then remember, after tornadoes, we're still running to blue for soaks, or for baits.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's really the first one is going to be the hardest because that's where you're trying to bait in the specific spot. After that, your ranged has room to spread out and backfill, so it gets a little more comfortable.
Ranged tornadoes go behind boss. Melee tornadoes are on the boss, but on the inside edge of the boss rather than the outside edge of the boss. All ranged tornadoes behind the boss. All melee tornadoes inside edge. Tank tornado probably in the fucking corner against the edge of the room, like next to the range.
Yeah, I mean, and like, it's gonna be tempting to like fill in, by the lava, like if there's a space, but like more than one range shouldn't be out there because you don't have a lot of room, and then you're throwing tornadoes in a weird spot.
And then for the baits at this point, the bait points for the people with the soak is going to be like here to here. Like you're not going to be running back as much anymore because that's tornado's job.
Yep.
Yeah, right. I mean, the baits are the baits, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, everyone, Z, are you ready? All right. On tanks.
9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Soak.
2, 1.
How was I out of precision? I was up on the ledge.
You were on the ledge. We're changing that. You were out of position because you were lateral to the boss. Imagine a line goes from middle to the boss to the edge. There should not be any tornadoes past that line.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, you'll end up having a few as the fight goes on, but like the goal is to keep them out of there, right?
Yeah. So how it's gonna work? I said so just to reiterate or reestablish here what's going on is if the boss is here, let's just throw the boss at skull marker. Baits for melee are gonna be here, and where Nox is. And then ranged, you're gonna be back here as far as you can, spread out.
Put it this way. I'm gonna draw a fucking line. Imagine this is a line.
Those are tornadoes. That's where we're doing the tornadoes. Baits
Listen.
are okay.
Listen. Skull is the boss. Aside from melee, ignore this. Aside from melee, there should be no tornadoes past that line. If Skull is the boss. Melee tornadoes will probably cluster up around Circle and around Star. And around where
raid plan. So I just posted this thing. Basically, the hatched area, you want to keep that as clear as you can.
Yeah. Makes sense. Sorasu, when we're pulling boss, we're trying to bait the first soak, be like in the line of the boss to the edge of the room. So it's also middle, boss, soak, edge in a straight line. And then for the following soaks, we're just turning them back towards the lava.
So for this very first one, instead of having it where it was, blue is still going to be the soak, but let's just tank him, grab him like there and face him here. Let's just do that.
Okay.
Because it felt a little weird with all of the soaks back here, and then the boss was like there. Let's just do it that way. So the boss is gonna get pulled here, and it's gonna face the blue marker. Everyone that gets hit is gonna run this direction. All of the tornadoes are gonna be back here.
Alright, cool. So no tornadoes past blue, basically. And past is in this direction.
We're all running to blue for the bait anyways.
Alright. And if I get the tank soak, you're wanting me to have it around the blue marker.
Yeah, you should be standing on blue.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. Tank stands up.
Everyone's ready? On tanks, let's get this.
9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Have some consideration, yeah, for where you're putting tornadoes.
Yeah, like
No, I saw you. Oh, yeah.
I think I got hit by 3
Oh, you're fine.
tornadoes.
You're fine.
What I'm supposed to do.
I think
No, that was not you. You guys, that was just a sticky situation.
Yeah, I think Sin, that first thing is fine. And because that's just extremely clean. I'd say we keep the first one as it's been, and then do the tornado thing that Amp posted after.
Okay. We could try that here.
Yeah,
like
it's extremely scuffed on the when we do it this way.
Yeah, like I think the issue there was too is that we were all clustered though. Like we were clustered in like one spot. Like ranged, we have all the way fucking back here.
No, we don't. Not for baits. Oh, yeah, for first baits. For first baits we do. For tornadoes,
the baits come out at the beginning. The baits come out after tornadoes.
Yeah,
you have time to drop them and come back.
Yeah, like. All right. Let's get it. Let's just practice it. We just need to find a strat that works for us, so that we can get down consistently.
Alright.
7, 6,
I clicked it.
5,
I don't know what happened. I'm ready.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't ship it.
Alright. He's out.
Don't run at me. I'm a healer with that shit. Don't run that shit right at me. Go for your healers, man.
You guys can stack up way better.
With tornadoes?
Oh yeah. Like we have people just super stacked. As long as you're not in the other person's circle, you can get away. Because before when they first spawn, right, they have arrows.
Soak.
2, 1.
Look around you, make sure that there aren't any that are gonna go right through you, and then react, right? Because you can pack a ton of people in a really small area with those tornadoes, which then makes it easier to dodge because like you'll have 3 tornadoes coming from basically the same spot.
Yeah, I feel like there's something we're missing with the tornado placement and how they actually interact with others and how they spawn. I think that's what once we figure out how that actually works, that's going to completely change our game. I feel like that's what's happening. Maybe not do something now, 20 minutes before raid. Just.
I think what we should do is I think a few people have to step out now.
Oh. Since we're doing advisor chat, I gotta stop stream here. But I appreciate all you guys hanging out, watching this kind of a quasi shit show. But you know, it's progress, it's practice, it's figuring out the rhythm, and this is what it takes. It's gonna end up being like this for like another 50, 60, 70, 80 pulls until at some point it's just going to click, and then like, oh, this was easy. And then we're all going to look back at this like, why the fuck did we do what we did here for like 2 weeks? So, but Sticky, I got to do this call with the officers, but then I'll call you afterwards so we can figure out the Discord piece. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming.